everybody, it's Corey from Talking Shop again. This is going to be episode number 8. So this episode's a little different. I haven't done a solo episode in a while now, since I think episode 5, maybe. But this episode is kind of a filler. I don't know how to explain it. I was supposed to have a special guest today. I had some car troubles, so we're gonna change it up. This is something a little different. This is, again, my first solo episode in a while. You know, I had Chris, Jake, Lily, Jace on, so, this is a topic that I've wanted to talk about for a while. I had done this video before, deleted it because I didn't like the way I approached it, and I was a little too emotional, I guess, when I went into it. But this is me talking about generative AI. So obviously, if you know me personally, you know my stance on it, which is I'm very, very, very firmly against AI. At the end of all of our Defaced visuals, short films, we put the logo Death to AI, and there's a reason for that. As an artist, we are all artists here at Defaced Visuals. Generative AI is essentially a means to outsource us. At one point I would say it's the lazy option, and some people still very much think that way. I'm not going to say that it's a lazy thing, but generative AI is a program that lets you type in a prompt to create an image or a video of whatever you want. And where my distaste, my dislike for it stems is because you can ask me, you can ask millions of other people, other artists, to do that. And granted, a lot of them are in it for the money. And I completely get it. You want paid for your artistic ability. I, on the other hand, do I want paid for my artistic ability? Yes. But at the same time, if a local business reaches out and says, hey, Corey, I need a flyer made last minute. Can you make me something? 9.5 times out of 10, I can get it done in under an hour. But generative AI, if you have it molded to what you want it, can spit that out in 30 seconds or less. And there's a lot of people out there, I don't think they understand or grasp the severity of it. What we do at Defaced Visuals is a very, very, very small thing in the grand scheme of everything in this world. But generative AI can do what we do in no time. And what I want to try to say and get through to people's heads is that, for instance, we made Batman to the Slaughter, put it out back in March. With the power and capabilities of generative AI today, you, in theory, could write your own prompt, your own sequel to that. Say, hey, I want a true sequel to the fan film Batman to the Slaughter in the same exact style, but I want the villain to be Scarecrow or Mr. Freeze. It will do that. It will pull from our video. It will steal from our video and make something ungenuine. It will make something that you may think is really cool. But that completely rips us out of it. What we do, the hard work that we do, it's gone just like that. And some people just don't care about that. And, that's fine. I just don't understand it. I want to know how your brain works. Are you... I don't know. I can't sit here and try to understand it because I don't. The part that I do understand is supporting artists in every capacity. I mean, look, I'm a musician too, and generative AI can create music in just the same amount of time as images and videos. Anything that you do artistically, anything that you do in general, it will learn what you do. It will steal what you do. And it will make you an afterthought. And that's what is scary. I grew up on science fiction and comic books and video games, and I'm sure a lot of people watching this have too. And if you support generative AI, I hope you stop and think about that for a second. If you know anything about the Terminator franchise, I shouldn't have to explain the similarities when the director James Cameron has openly said, like, what was once fiction is now a reality. Generative AI is doing exactly what those movies were telling us. If we give it everything that we have created, everything that we know, I don't know, man. It sounds self-destructive to me. And I think, as someone who grew up in an era where technology was evolving rapidly, month by month, year by year, that seeing where we're at currently, we are way too far. We are advancing technology way, way, way too far. And I want to keep this short and sweet. I don't want some 15-minute, 20-minute video here, but it's crazy. We had cool video games that evolved into multiplayer games when we were kids. We had cool movies that evolved into like Transformers, and then to Avatar, and then to the Avengers movies, and then it just keeps going and going. But like, when do we all collectively stop and say, hey, have we gone maybe over the edge? Have we gone too far? I think a lot of my demographic, a lot of my age group and younger can agree that we are sick of it. We are way lost in the tech world and what AI is doing. So to make this last minute change up episode, to wrap this all up, I guess I'm saying is, think about it. Think about generative AI and what harm it can do to the people you care about. You may not realize it. There's a lot of people that stand by it, and I don't think they understand what they're standing by. But I want to reach out to you and try to have you understand this. I sit here and I talk like I understand it completely. I don't, but everything else aside, what it is or isn't doing to the environment, what data centers are being built and what aren't being built, and if that has any correlation to AI, it doesn't matter. Generative AI and what it's doing to artists like myself and everyone around me, it will make us disappear. And I can't speak for everybody else, but I don't know what I would do without art, without music, without movies, without video games. And I think that's a scary thing to think about. You don't realize how much hard work and effort has gone into making memories for you, for me, for a lot of us. So just stop and think about your favorite movie or video game or piece of artwork or restaurant. Generative AI will take all that away, probably sooner than we think. But I don't want to be somber. We here at Defaced Visuals will continue to push on despite this. We will constantly battle it. We have a lot of stuff on the horizon. Again, we're working on a couple different horror movies for the fall. We are working on a script for the follow-up to Batman. And Halloween is still kind of in a limbo situation. It would be great to start filming this fall, like I had talked about in the previous episode with Lily. I just don't really know where it's going to be at currently in our slate, what is going to take priority. I guess that's what discussions we'll have behind the scenes. But just know, again and always, if you're an artist, if you're not an artist, and you want to be involved in any way, shape, or form, please, 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 please reach out to myself, reach out to Lily, Jake, Cooper, Kenny, Jace. The list goes on and on and on and on. We have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful group that are funny and passionate and love hanging out and love making films because there's no pressure. There's zero pressure. We are not professionals. We are all learning how to do this, but most importantly, when we're learning how to do this, we're having fun. And once it stops being fun, that's a whole different ballgame. And we will always make this fun. We're not professional actors. And I think that makes it more fun too, because we don't have to, even though a scene could be serious, we can be very unserious as soon as that camera stops rolling. So, please, 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 if you want to be involved, if you just want to hang out and see how we do it, don't hesitate to ask. If you're watching this YouTube channel and you like our videos, subscribe, obviously. Like, follow, subscribe on all the socials. And again, I'm Corey from Defaced Visuals. This has been Talking Shop, episode maybe 8. I don't really know. Depends on which order I post this. So, anyways, again, reach out. Just have fun and love the art that you make and that your friends make and that your family make, because it will live on forever if you let it. See ya.